Welcome back to Campfire Whispers, your daily fix of horror stories, unsolved mysteries, and straight-up unbelievable content. My name is Eki, and today I'm sharing a story called The Discord Kidnapper. The glow of the computer screen was the only light in Mason's room. It flickered softly against the cracked plaster walls plastered with gaming posters, pixelated heroes, neon cyber cities, and sprawling fantasy landscapes. The faint hum of the CPU was a constant companion in the silence of his small, cluttered bedroom. Outside, the streetlights buzzed faintly, casting long shadows through the blinds. Mason was part of a Discord community called Nightfall, a place where hundreds of gamers from all over the world gather daily to talk, share clips, and compete in tournaments. For Mason, it was more than a game hub. It was a refuge from the dullness of his life, the cold quiet at home, the strange silence of family dinners, the slow crawl of lonely hours after school. Nightfall was where he felt seen. Nightfall was a tight-knit clan. They spent hours strategizing, sharing memes, and swapping stories. But recently, something had changed. People started disappearing. At first, it was subtle, members going silent for days, then weeks. Some just stopped showing up in voice chats or didn't respond to direct messages. Mason had shrugged it off as life getting busy. But then came the rumors, like a chill wind sneaking through the chat rooms. Whispers of a user with a peculiar username, the Reaper, who would private message members late at night. The messages were cryptic at first. Invitations to secret channels, bizarre challenges, chilling warnings. Those who responded were never heard from again. No more posts, no more game invites, no online status updates. Just vanished. One by one, people from Nightfall started disappearing. Mason's closest friend in the community, Lexi, vanished first. She was always one of the most active voices on the server, her laughter infectious, her game skills sharp. She mentioned nothing unusual before she stopped replying to Mason's texts. Then there was Jace, who had logged off mid-game one night and never returned. His account was still there, frozen in time, with no activity for weeks. The silence around their disappearances grew heavier with every passing day. When Mason saw the Discord server banner change overnight, replaced by a dark, glitchy image of a hooded figure with a cracked mask, he felt a chill run down his spine. The server's name had also changed to The Hunt. He clicked into the server, heart pounding against his ribs. The channels were different, with names like Traps, Silent Steps, and Final Words. The usual gaming chatter was replaced by eerie silence, except for a single channel called #watching. It was empty, except for one user online, the Reaper. A private message popped up immediately. "Are you ready to play?" Mason froze. His fingers hovered over the keyboard. Curiosity wrestled with fear. Then he typed, "Who are you?" The reply came instantly. "Your worst nightmare." Days passed, and Mason couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching him, not just through the screen, but beyond it. His computer flickered sporadically, the screen briefly distorting as if struggling to display an unseen presence. Sometimes his webcam light blinked on by itself, casting an eerie glow in the darkroom. His phone buzzed at odd hours with no notifications. The air in his room felt heavier, almost suffocating, like an unseen presence lingering just out of sight. Then, late one night, his entire Discord app crashed. When he reopened it, the Nightfall server was gone. Instead, a new invite appeared in his messages from the Reaper. Against his better judgment, Mason clicked the invite. It led to a private server. No one else was there, except one channel, #game. A new message appeared. "Welcome, Mason. You're now in the game. You have 48 hours. Survive or be next." Mason's heart thundered in his chest. He tried to leave the server, but Discord blocked him. His messages to moderators went unanswered. He was trapped. His screen flickered violently, then a new window popped up, a live video feed. It was his own room, from the angle of his webcam. But something was wrong. His bedroom door was slightly ajar, and a dark shadow loomed beyond it, motionless but undeniably present. He typed frantically, Who are you? What do you want? No response. Then, suddenly, a new message appeared. Play or disappear. Panic set in. Mason shut the laptop and tried to calm himself, but the fear persisted like a knot tightening in his gut. The next day, more friends and nightfall vanished. Mason's screen blinked again. Another invite. This time, it included a file. A video. He opened it with trembling hands. The video showed a dimly lit room. A figure sat in a chair, blindfolded and bound. The person wore a headset, one that looked exactly like the gaming headsets Nightfall members used. The camera zoomed in. It was Lexi. She was alive, but terrified. Her voice was barely audible, trembling with desperation. Help me. The message below read, Your turn. Find me before I'm gone. Mason's hands trembled uncontrollably. He realized this was no game. This was deadly. The Discord kidnapper was hunting them. Mason spent every waking moment scouring the server, trying to find clues. The Reaper left cryptic hints, coordinates, puzzles, riddles embedded in distorted images and coded messages. Each puzzle was darker and more complex than the last, like descending a spiraling staircase into madness. The entire ordeal felt like a twisted scavenger hunt designed by a sadist. The line between game and reality blurred dangerously. Mason knew if he failed, he'd be next. He delved into digital archives, piecing together what little information he could about the Reaper. Legend said the Reaper was a hacker, a disgraced programmer obsessed with control and fear. Rumors spoke of a tragedy, a young gamer lost in an accident whose identity was stolen online. The hacker claimed vengeance by punishing those who dared to live through screens, dragging them into his twisted game of terror. The more Mason uncovered, the darker the truth became. One file he found was a chilling manifesto, a rambling confession detailing the kidnapper's obsession with control, domination, and the blurring of virtual and real worlds. It described how fear could be weaponized, how the mind could be shattered by digital horror made flesh. Mason had no choice but to follow the clues. Each puzzle brought him closer to understanding the kidnapper's lair, a forgotten warehouse outside the city, abandoned and surrounded by rusted chain-link fences tangled with thorny vines. His heart hammered violently as he approached it, the night air thick and cold, smelling faintly of decay and mildew. His phone buzzed once again. A message from the Reaper. Your time is almost up. The warehouse loomed like a dark beast against the night sky. Inside, Mason found rows of old gaming chairs, all wired with headsets and monitors. But the monitors showed live feeds, not of games, but of people, bound, silent, watching him from their screens. His blood ran cold. He heard footsteps echoing in the cavernous space, slow and deliberate. A voice whispered behind him, low and chilling. Welcome to the final round. The door slammed shut. Mason was trapped, and the game had only just begun. The Discord kidnapper was no longer just a legend. It was a nightmare, and Mason was right in its grip. If you enjoyed this story, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Join me next time for more unbelievable tales on Campfire Whispers.